Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 2140th installment of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar's YouTube videos. Babies, hello kids, how are you everybody? OMNIAX, nice to see you. These videos, of course, are geared to teach you the art of technical analysis, and that I promise I will do, especially if you hang out with me at my site in my free trading room at livewithoscar.com. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this video, 2140th, coming at you on a Monday night for Trading Tuesday. Please remember this is an extremely risky business. If you didn't know that, guess what, people? This is very risky. Options, futures, stocks, ETFs, you name it, very risky, huge movement lately. Please know the risks behind this game. It is not suitable for all traders. Always place stops first before you trade. Never trade with risk capital that is not earmarked to be lost. All right, traders, what you're looking at is the NASDAQ daily bar, and Omni has flipped right back into buying the dips. And interestingly enough, that's for Monday night through Tuesday, and interestingly enough, the pattern repeated again. Look at this. Look at this insanity. A simple, so simple I can't even believe the street is following it, 20 bar moving average, and this really simple channel right here, this blue channel. Between the two of them, the pattern is this. If NASDAQ gets to it, it pops. Look everywhere it gets near it. Runs up, runs up, runs all the way up, runs up, runs up, gets close, heads back up all the way to the top. What did it just do as of Monday? Boom, bounces right off of the same spot. So I am going to go with repetitive patterns because repetitive patterns are the cornerstone to accurate technical analysis. And that looks like a pattern to me. Unless it changes, we're bullish again. That's your NASDAQ. Let's go look at something else interesting here. Gold. Gold is just doing so well. OMNIAX, we killed it again today in gold. Omni got us literally in on the lows Sunday night for Monday. We were able to sell the Russell today on Monday. Thank you, Omni. We got out for a fat profit there, and then we just sidestepped. We took our gold profit. We took our Russell profit. Omni does it again. Thank you very much. Love my Omni. No credit cards are required, kids, if you want to join me in my free trading room. I do offer my Omni signals. When Omni tells me to buy or sell, and I tell my OMNIAX, I offer those signals out. It's called the Platinum Membership, but you've got to join my site and come into the trading room to find out more about it. All right, so gold looking fantastic. Blew out through my 1920 target today. I actually have not calculated the next few targets, but simply I can tell you what's written down on my analysis in front of my eyes is that gold could literally see 1964 on Tuesday. Possibly. For gold, the August month on Tuesday. That's what we can possibly see if they want to push this thing higher. I like the gold. We've been killing it. Omni's been killing it. The projections have been met so far. So let's see if a high today could go up as high as 1964. And then we'll see if there are projections above that. I've got lower targets for today. If we end up long, we don't need to wait for 64. But Omni says gold could get up to 64 on Tuesday. Let's see what else we have here to look at. What's getting interesting. Look at this madman. Bitcoin. Bitcoin has joined the rally. Look at this smart rally we've had. What this green line represents is the previous highs, which could have created a double top. Blew right through it. Went through it again. Looking good right now. Omni's bullish. Bitcoin. Love Bitcoin joining this race. So why is gold, Bitcoin, and everything else in this race that we see? I'll show you why right now. Because the US dollar index is starting to drop lower, or is continuing to drop lower. Now, traders, I've been showing this to you basically since the start of the drop, mentioning that it should create inflation at some point, commodity inflation, metals inflation. We are starting to get that. However, for you gold and silver bugs, listen, the dollar does not go straight down. It's the US dollar. Look here. It went down, yes, but then it had a fat rally. Look here, you did go down, but then a fat rally. You know, here too, you did go down, but then it does rally out of the hole. And you've been going down for a lot of days here already. So I'm not saying the dollar's going up by any means. Omni's looking for more downside, but it won't go straight down. So gold bugs, if the gold market starts to falter, it will likely be because dollars start to have a few up days. And if that's the case, if dollar puts in a few up days, you know, take a little breather in gold and wait for dollar to do what it's going to do. I am not calling for that at this particular moment right now. Red Omni, red dollars, but it just doesn't go straight down. I wanted to point that out to you. But here's where it's even more clear what's going on. Now, as we know, Wall Street absolutely loves to kind of bounce around on the 200 bar moving average. So they like to kind of get long markets that get above that average. They like to get short markets that get below the average. So basically that's what you'll find longer term trend fund managers will do. Long-term trend fund managers. So long-term trend is usually if you get above the 200, you have some time in it. This is a weekly chart. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks above. So as you can see, it usually spends a lot of time above or below. And what started to happen right around June, the end of June, was that it started to come down. And let me just move this a little higher where it belongs because I moved it out of the way. Let me move this up just a tad. It belongs about here. What started to happen is a trend built, or a trend channel, this one here, built. And you started to bounce off that trend channel and the 200 bar moving average. This is the 200 now. So it bounces, big, long, lots of months up there. Bounces again, lots of months up there. But then the bounces start to get faster and faster. So you bounced, took 6 months to get from that trend line to this trend line, 6 full months. Then you took another 6 full months to get back to the trend line. But then things changed and it took only 3 months to get back to the trend line and 1 month to break it. So the bouncing off this trend line started to become more severe, quicker bounces, and now we've broken it. And the fund managers see it below the 200 bar moving average and they're following it lower. So that, of course, is why your Bitcoin's moving higher, your gold is moving higher, and cheap dollars are good for stocks. So when we take a look at something like this, let's go back to the daily for a moment. I want you to recognize that this has taken on a new name and basically it's taken on a new personality. This, of course, once we put that average back to the way it was, that simple, ridiculous, the street's following it, but 20 bar moving average, this NASDAQ has now become captive to 2 stocks. Amazon and Tesla. So if Amazon and Tesla are going up, NASDAQ's going up. If Amazon and Tesla are going down, NASDAQ's going down. They have become captive. This happened to us once before in the days of, you may all remember, AppleDAC. When Apple took over NASDAQ, NASDAQ did nothing unless Apple did it. Well, you're getting that effect now with these two. So just remember, whenever you look at the NASDAQ from now on, call it by its proper name. We've given Tesla a new name. It's Tesla's ONDAC. In fact, it looks better like this. It looks better when you write it this way. The new name is Tesla's ONDAC, in my opinion. That's what we're going to call the NASDAQ from now on. Because it's not going anywhere unless these two agree. So Tesla's ONDAC, Daily Bar, says we are going higher, and it should drag the rest of the indices with it. Remember, traders, keep your eyes on that US dollar because it can turn quickly. And if it does, other markets will turn just as fast. Please join me in my free trading room at livewithoscar.com. I would invite you now to subscribe to these videos. simple task. Just subscribe here on YouTube. This way you are notified every time I put out a brand new video. And once you've done that, you will be basically in tune with me and what I'm doing each day. So please join me at livewithoscar.com. Subscribe to these videos and keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to keep those emotions at bay, because this is a risky business, is place your stops first. Then say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all in my website, my live trading room at livewithoscar.com.